Hey guys, I just wanted to take a minute and share with you all the pretty flowers that I've been blessed with. They don't all look the most wonderful. For example, I've had to trim some of this sweet potato vine because I got some bugs, budworm, and Japanese beetles. Been dealing with that, but I'm trying to do it without using any chemicals that hurt our pollinators, because I sure don't want to do that. But these flowers, Jamesy picked out all except for that salvia and this denim and lace Russian sage. But the coleus and these pretty, I think this is the fuchsia, if I'm not mistaken, petunia. And what's strange is I'm not really having that much budworm issues with these petunias, but the white petunias up here, I do have a good bit of budworm that wants to get those. But like I said, I'm trying to deal with these issues without using chemicals that hurt our pollinators. Now, I don't know what this here is called, but I love it. My Sue gave me some of these. Well, she gave me a lot of these flowers, but I'm not sure what this one's called. But this one is a certain kind of dahlia. I'm not sure exactly what, but it's gorgeous. And I think all of it's gorgeous. It might not be, you know, in the prettiest form, but I'm doing the best I can without using chemicals. And I love this. I think this was creamsicle New Guinea impatiens. This isn't blooming right now, but it has the most beautiful, very light yellow flowers. And this is a spreading snapdragon. I think that's what you call it, but it's a variety of snapdragon. And that's a little starter of creeping Jenny. This is my yellow lantana. I really shouldn't have put these two together, the creeping Jenny and the lantana, because the lantana needs to be in a sunnier spot, and the creeping Jenny, it can take some sun, but I believe it would thrive a little bit better. I mean, it's not doing horribly here, but I think it would do a little bit better in a shadier spot, which this back porch, it gets plenty of sun in the morning, but then it gets shade in the evening. That's not that pretty right now, but it's an impatient. That's the only thing I don't like about impatiens. They kind of get the, you know, cruddy looking part of the flower whenever the flower's dying. I don't really like that. This is something, I really love it. I think it's called Imperial Blue Verbena. Superbena Verbena. And these are mums from last year, and I just love this color. And by the way, this one, my mother-in-law and sister-in-law went in together and bought me this, but it was in a smaller container, and it had so much packed in it that it needed to be separated out to get more room. So there's actually 2 more impatiens and 2 more creeping jennies on the front porch with what was all together. But yep, coleus, creeping Jenny, and 2 different colors of New Guinea impatiens. Alright, so yellow mums. And I'm not going to show you my poor tomato plants because they're not doing too good. This is wildflowers. I might not do this again because although I like wildflowers, I'm getting impatient with seeing what these flowers will look like, because it don't look like they're ever going. It is budding up though. See right here, it is budding up. It just, and they're so much taller than everything else. And I hope that oriental lily doesn't die. But, oh look, I'm gonna have to get this Japanese beetle. Let me see if I can do it without breaking my neck here. I'm gonna get you, you sucker. That, my friend, is the best way I've heard, we'll see, on how to deal with Japanese beetle problems without using pesticides and stuff that hurt pollinators. So this is my beautiful zinnia plants, and you can see on some of the leaves that the Japanese beetles have got to it. I need to stake these because some of the limbs are starting to break off. But look how beautiful this plant is. When it first started growing, I grew these from seed. All this that's in this bed is from seed, except for this white one's Veronica, in which I need to probably trim it because it looks like it's getting ready to have a new flush right there, that new growth down there. But anyway, when these zinnia first started growing, I didn't really look into it that much whenever I planted the seeds. But I didn't realize that one plant was going to have so many branches of flowers on it. When they first started coming up, I was like, it was going to be one flower and that's it. But no, many flowers, y'all, and so beautiful. And this one is my favorite color. I love orange, and look at how gorgeous that is. Absolutely gorgeous color. I love it. This is a beautiful red, this one here, but I wish it was you know, a new bloom was budding right now so that I could show you that. But just as pretty as this orange one here whenever they're, which it also looks like the Japanese beetles have gotten a hold to it. But anyway, I think I'm getting a handle on my Japanese beetle problem, but as you saw, I just picked up one. These are foxglove, and they won't bloom this year. They're biennials, which means they are 2-year plants, and they will grow the first year and bloom the second year, and then they'll die. These are English daisies, and I'll walk around and show you what that looks like in a minute. No, wait, I think those two right there in the center are forget-me-nots, and they haven't bloomed yet, so I don't know what they look like. And that, y'all, is a big old fat weed I forgot to get up. Alright, so I'm gonna go around front and show you that pretty little English daisy that's growing. This, which of course I need to do better around the bottom of it here. I might get to that Sunday. This is a daylily that my other Sue gave me, and I have already dug up and planted 3 elephant ear plants that have come unknowingly when I first got it with this daylily. And so I need to get that one up too so it won't get wasted. But I'll show you the elephant ears in a minute. And my Sue gave me this one. Let's see. No. My other Sue gave me this one. Sue Crooks and Sue Tally gave me a lot of flowers, and I sure appreciate it. But this one right here is very beautiful, and I want to say it's called a Japanese iris. Japanese iris. Sorry about the brain farts, y'all. And this is the most cute, pretty little English daisy flower. I love these. And you know, I didn't know this, but I had some of these growing in my backyard and I accidentally cut them down. But aren't these so cute? My goodness, the cutest. So anyway, a close-up of these beautiful zinnias. Oh my goodness, I just love that. gorgeous. Okay, now I'll just do a quick little rundown right here. Yeah, you can see we need to aerate, put topsoil down, and seed some more grass, because got a lot of mud in my yard. Don't like it, but one day at a time. This is one of my most favorite things given to me. It's a thread needle coreopsis. Now, this is a regular coreopsis, but it ain't doing too good right now. It was doing good, and I don't know if I'm overwatering it or not watering it enough, but when this plant is thriving and it's got all the yellow blooms up, oh, it's so gorgeous. But just a close-up of that pretty little flower. I love it. And so these are not doing good here. Those are black-eyed Susans, and both, well, I shouldn't say both. I'm gonna just say this whole front row of flowers, the regular coreopsis, the black-eyed Susan, the other coreopsis, and that coreopsis, they were all here last year, and they were first year plants last year. Okay, this one has had virtually no growth. This one has grown wonderfully, and I've actually cut it back a couple times. And then this one has had good growth, but I'm still having a problem with knowing how to make it thrive. And this right here just don't want to grow at all, but it's not dead. So, and then also I had better luck last year with a red pentas just like that one, and I really love this one. So I'm hoping that whatever issue it's having that's making it not thrive, that it will correct itself, or I'll end up doing the right thing to correct it. Don't know again if I'm overwatering or underwatering. These, when they're blooming, it looks very bad right now, but when they bloom, that's primrose. I think they do better in spring and fall, or maybe just spring, I'm not sure. And then of course we have the petunias, the white, the Bordeaux, and then the Superbenia, Imperial Blue Superbenias. And this plant should be like 5 or 6 times the size that it is. But every time those leaves get any little bit of growth on them, a rabbit or something gets in here and eats it up. So, more white petunias. And then this is a Rose of Sharon that my other Sue gave me. And I don't think I'll get flowers this year, but I should get flowers on it next year. And then this beautiful tree is I think it's called a Japanese plum tree. Is that right? No. A flowering plum tree. That's what it's called. I don't know if the word Japanese is in that name or not, but either way, it's a flowering plum tree. And I love it. My Aunt Nancy gave me that, and it was a itty bitty little baby, like maybe that tall, when she gave it to me. So these I really love, but they're not really thriving as well as I would like for them to be, and that may be because it's getting too much shade from this tree. I'm not really sure, but it does get some sun, and maybe it's just, you know, not having its best bloom right now. But this is the phlox, and these are hollyhock, there you go. These are hollyhock, and then that's an iris. I've yet to have this bloom, and I got this last year from my Sue. And this isn't doing that great right now, but when it is, especially in like spring, and I think it blooms again when it starts cooling off, but it's a clematis, and it's the that white and pink one. And that's white Gara, a little wispy plant. It's really beautiful when it has full flush of blooms on it. And then this is one of my favorite things too. It's not blooming right now, but it has started its second flush, and it was really beautiful. It's a really dark purple flower that is similar to the shape of the white wands up there, but the long shoots of purple is what that will look like. And I want to say that's called lemon coral sedum, but I'm not sure because there's two plants that I can't never remember. Okay, so in hopes of not making this too long, oh, I got a package. There's FedEx. Blackberry bushes. Bye. Another impatient. I'm gonna cut this short because the FedEx guy's here.